Andy Katz here for FoxSports.com with my latest tiers in the last week of the regular season in men's college basketball. All right, for this, we're going to look ahead to the conference tournaments. One bid leagues have already started. The rest of them will all start this weekend into early next week, ending on Selection Sunday. All right, Tier 1. These, to me, are the most important, most impactful, and potentially the most entertaining conference tournaments. Big 12 is number 1. Why? Kansas is the favorite, but the Big 12 all year has had great games, been highly competitive, really 1 through 8. Here's what's at stake. Potential number 1 seed is a Kansas, Baylor, Texas. You have bubble teams, West Virginia, Oklahoma State. A lot to be decided in Kansas City. Number 2, Big 10. Purdue trying to secure a number 1 seed. You've got multiple Big 10 teams, especially Indiana, trying to get on that top 4 line in the NCAA tournament. And then there are the bubble teams. Wisconsin, Michigan, Penn State. They've got to do well in Chicago. The SEC, number 3. Alabama trying to be a number 1 seed. You got Texas A&M and Tennessee all trying to get up to that 4, 5, 6 line, somewhere in there. Kentucky is rising. Bubble teams, Auburn, Mississippi State, maybe a sleeper in there. Going to be very interesting in Nashville. Number 4, the Big East. This has been a highly competitive conference race. Marquette wins it, but Marquette, Xavier, Creighton, Providence, UConn, and maybe even Villanova as a sleeper, all could win in New York at Madison Square Garden. Tier 2, the ACC. Miami, Virginia probably go in as favorites, but never dismiss Tobacco Road, Duke, and Carolina in Greensboro, and there are bubble teams galore coming out of the ACC. Pac-12, UCLA won the league, trying to still potentially get a number 1 seed. Arizona trying to get maybe as high as a 2, if not a 3. And then you've got Arizona State, USC trying to get into the field and never dismiss Oregon. In the Mountain West Conference, at number 3 in Tier 2, San Diego State, the favorite. But we've seen Nevada, Boise State, Utah State, New Mexico, all are more than capable of winning this tournament in Las Vegas. And suddenly, Tim Miles' San Jose State team could be a spoiler. Number 4, the American. Houston, the overwhelming favorite, trying to get a number 1 seed. Memphis, can they get into the field? They have to get to the semi, the final. What do the Tigers do to make sure they get into the tournament? Tier 3, the Missouri Valley Conference Arch Madness ends this Sunday. Bradley beat Drake to win the regular season title, first time in 27 years. But you've got Bradley, Drake, Indiana State, Missouri State, Southern Illinois, Belmont, all more than capable of potentially winning this tournament. 1 bid coming out of the Valley. Also 1 bid coming out of the A-10. VCU, the likely favorite, but Dayton, St. Louis, maybe Fordham. Any of those teams could win it. The WCC, ending next week in Las Vegas. Gonzaga, St. Mary's, they get the double bye, the triple bye, actually all the way to the semis. Both are in. How high are they in? But could a 3rd team come out of the WCC? LMU, beating both of them. Santa Clara, more than capable. Got to watch what happens into the semis of the WCC. And the Colonial, Hofstra wins the regular season, but Charleston and Towson, maybe even Wilmington, all could potentially win the Colonial. 1 bid. And finally, Conference USA. Florida Atlantic, the favorite. Do they get in without winning Conference USA? We shall see, but North Texas, UAB, all of those teams definitely could maybe win this tournament and get the bid. Does it get 2? Do they only get 1? We shall see. That's all in this week's tiers.